What is Fishtank? Fishtank is a cutting-edge, live-streamed, interactive reality game show where contestants from diverse backgrounds face off inside the fish tank. Participants face a series of elimination challenges designed to test their limits for a chance to win the grand prize. The rules are strict. Contestants must stay indoors at all times with no internet, no privacy, and no weed. In the dynamic world of Fishtank, there is no singular formula for victory. Our fish must demonstrate a blend of determination, intelligence, skill, luck, and charisma to prevail. Throughout their time in the fish tank, they will encounter various challenges designed to test their mettle and transform them. Ultimately, only one contestant will outlast the others to claim the grand prize. As a viewer, you hold significant sway over the fate of the contestants. Whether you choose to support or impede them, your actions through interactive tools and decisions will influence each contestant's path to potential victory. Your involvement can make all the difference in the intense and unpredictable environment of the fish tank. What I've just read to you is sort of the mission statement of Fishtank. And I guess I should start from the very beginning. Fishtank is, just like the thing said, a constantly live streamed reality TV show. And I discovered it last year at the end of 2023, beginning of 2024, when I was watching the edited episodes of season 1. There was something alluring, something that drew me in about season 1, even the edited episodes that were toned down and tame compared to what I would find the true reality of the live show to be. There was something authentic about it. There was something that felt old internet about it. There was something that I felt like I had never truly experienced before. Everyone clings to the old internet. Everyone is drawn to it. Everyone remembers it as the Wild Wild West. But I never really experienced that. I experienced the end of that, the tail end, the Filthy Frank TV, the iDubbbz at his peak, stuff like that. That's the most I got. And since then, even that has gone away. The internet has been toned down, whitewashed, and completely drowned out with normalcy and a lack of weird, authentic, just crazy shit. You don't see it anymore. Through Fishtank, I've felt like I've experienced much more of that authentic feeling of the internet that I always was sort of drawn to for my whole life. Something that there's a reason I sat and watched YouTube all day. It's because there was something about the internet and screaming into the void that was alluring, something cool about it that made me excited. And Fishtank scratched that itch in my brain, really popped off the top of my dome and fingernail straight to wrinkle on my brain. I watched the edited episodes of season 1, and by the time I was watching them weekly, the season finale came about, and I watched it live on the Fisthtank.live site itself. And as the credits were rolling, as one of the contestants had won, something happened. The screen faded to black and then faded in to a living room. Season 2 had begun. I hadn't been around for season 1 when it was live, so this was completely brand new to me. As I got acquainted with the site, I began flicking around to the different cameras in every room. And as I explored the house, I heard some commotion going on. I looked at chat, I saw that things were blowing up, and I flicked over to the camera that had the most viewers on it at the time. And that was when the first contestant was walking in. From that moment, I was hooked. I couldn't take my eyes off of that website for any longer than I had to. There was something so powerful about watching these people interact in real time, watching bits play out, watching production come up from the basement and fuck with them a little bit, or not, or just talk with them about live, authentic entertainment in real time. There was magic. There was magic in the air. Even if it was the second season and it didn't have the gritty nature that season 1 most likely had, probably was way more the rails at times. Season 2 was insane. Season 2, I watched a guy throw a hammer at a girl's head and barely miss. It was a croquet mallet, but it was still crazy. I watched that live. I watched it all unfold, and I don't think I would trade that for anything. There's so much to love about it, to love about the community, about every person that you see on that show, every person that you interact with in the community is old internet, is out of this world, really, out of touch even. They're not being held to social constraints anymore because they're locked away and they don't have that filter on anymore after 20 days of being bombarded constantly with text-to-speech messages from chat telling them they suck or telling them they're great, telling them whatever chat wants to say. The competitive nature of it, you can sit there and root for one person. From the very second that camera feed started and each contestant walked in, you got to choose who you liked the most, who you would go to bat for, who you would be screaming to win in a competition, who, if they got put on a team, you hoped they won. You get to root for that person for 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 42 days. It's better than any sport possible because there's something real, there's something personable, there's something human about it. Because they don't even truly understand what's going on. They're just being themselves as much as they can be in that environment. And that's how you grow attached to them. That's how you gain such a parasocial almost connection to them, because they can't manufacture their personalities for all 42 days. At a certain point, that's them. You are watching them and you are rooting for that person. You chose and you have to stick with it. And it's heartbreaking to watch your guy lose. It's painful to lose, and you feel that in real time as you watch your favorite contestant get walked down those stairs into the basement and get eliminated. Fishtank may not be for everyone. It's hosted by a very controversial comedian, Sam Hyde, and I know not a lot of people want to consume entertainment from that guy. He's said a lot of things, he's done a lot of things, but I think there's something to him that, much like the show itself, is authentic. That is old internet, rowdy, wild, insane. And that's what I want to see. That's what I want to consume, and that's what I want to talk about. That's something I could talk about all day. If there were a season of Fisthtank.live going right now, I wouldn't be recording this video. I would be sitting there watching them eat dinner. I'd be sitting there watching them talk about nothing and bicker for some reason over who finished the Cheerios. It's not always high action. It's not always people vomiting on the floor, smoking as many cigarettes as they can. Sometimes you're just sitting around a living room and somebody says something funny and it gets clipped 50 times, put on Twitter, and everyone says, W this person. And that's all it is. You're turning mundane life into entertainment with your interaction. They could not even know that you guys are excited about what they're doing. But we are. We're excited about everything. We're excited that we have somewhere to feel free for a little bit of time, to escape from mundane normal life where you can't walk up and spray mustard all over somebody who pissed you off earlier. But that's what you can do on Fishtank. That's what you can see. People throwing milk at each other. People doing as much without causing actual physical harm as possible. And there's something powerful about watching that and experiencing it in real time. Feeling like you were there. It's exactly why streamers on Twitch and any other live event is popular. It's because you can be there at the moment something happens, and you can have that memory forever. You're not going to see it in a clip. You're not going to get told about it. You're going to sit there and you're going to watch as the craziest thing you've ever seen unfolds. I was watching season 3 recently. While I was watching it, they took a guy who was a little scrambled in the brain from being there so long because it's an insane place where the walls are screaming at you 24/7. And they put him in the garage. They gave him gold paint, told him to paint himself head to toe, and put on a bunch of gold accessories and turned him into a living trophy. He was turned into an Oscars trophy in front of our very eyes just because the guys downstairs thought it would be funny. And it was. It was amazing. It was incredible. They had broken a person to the point where he just said yes. He just did it because he wanted to win. And deep down, that's what we all want. We all just want to win. I don't know if this is like my endorsement for Fishtank. I don't know if this is a love letter to Fishtank. This is just how I feel about it and how I think it is an important piece of media. Everyone in my life should watch it at some point, should watch the edited season 1 episodes, should watch the edited season 2 episodes if they ever come out. Jet. Fishtank might be the first piece of entertainment that I genuinely can't get out of my mind. I'm still scrolling through Twitter all the time, just seeing like posts from the ex-contestants, and I'm happy. It makes me happy. I see them, and I remember when I watched them freak the hell out on my computer screen, when I stayed up till 5 in the morning watching them bicker over nothing, have like the craziest arguments in the middle of the night. And then I went to bed myself because I knew when I woke up something else would be happening, and I didn't want to be sleeping in too late and miss it. It's a blink and you might miss it type of show, and it gives you a blink and you might miss it kind of feeling. Deep down, I think anyone who likes to see this level of authenticity on the internet, this level of artistic prowess that these guys prove and show, should experience it. Because there was a moment when season 2 was ending on the 42nd day, and the winner was crowned, and the cameras went out. I went to Twitter, and I started scrolling through. Everyone was saying, "Thank you, season 2. Thank you, Jet. Thank you, Sam." And I scrolled down, and I see an animation that somebody had done. Just an intro animatic for all the contestants with Everlong by Foo Fighters in the background. And in that moment, I felt a deep connection to it. I felt like that was important to me, that I experienced that, and that this little animation that was great, it was really well done, that it was here and that I'd experienced everything that made it great. And I think you should too. Later.